Hi everybody, Pat over at Petrie Ford again. Thanks for tuning into my safety video. As we know, Ford in 2015 switched over to military grade aluminum. Aluminum is much lighter than the high strength steel they previously used, which is kind of cool. What they were able to do was use thicker aluminum plating on the door panels, making it more dent resistant, scuff resistant, things of the sort that way, but it's also a lot stronger. So it's more lightweight, thicker panels, it's stronger, it's safer, and the weight that they saved, over 900 pounds, the weight that they saved on the truck body, they reinvested and made the frame beefier, stronger, and better. So it's more rigid, you can tow more, you get a lot more done. So it's an interesting mix of how they decided to monitor and alter the truck after 2015. So some of the things that they decided to do, they use dual hydroform tubes on either side of the engine, basically, that slope down the engine here to help with front impacts. They also use dual hydroformed tubes made of military grade aluminum that come up from the base up the A-pillar and through the roof rails and to connect to the rear cab bulkhead. What that's able to do, and the reason why the doors are open, is because if you notice here, the gap in between the doors is basically enough for the hinges to be on there, and of course there's a bit of a structural element to it as well. But you compare this pillar with our competition on any quad cab, and you're going to notice a huge difference in thickness. Our competitors need this extra bar here, or this extra piece of rigidity here, to make their vehicles as safe, I wouldn't speculate that it's less safe, but let's just call it as safe without looking at their crash tests, as ours. So basically what you end up with is a middle support that's much wider. You have less options for space, interior, cargo room, and while fitting in whatever you need to fit into the rear cargo area. So very neat way that Ford's gone about strengthening the cab. Like I said, it's a 5-star safety rating. That's from collisions of all angles, from the side, from the rear, from the front, and on the angles. Everything is 5-star. That being said, we have a 4-star rollover rating, thanks to our Advancetrac with roll stability control. 4-star on a truck, which is a very high vehicle, is pretty much your industry average, and 4-star is average or above average, just so you know. Now that being said, other things that's cool with this vehicle, as far as safety goes, they use torque boxes just ahead of the front doors to guard against deformation of the footwell. So basically where you see the door right here, just on the inside, there's an extra special torque box that they use, so just in case there's a major frontal collision, your footwell won't get altered in any way. Likewise, there's other cool features here, not just the way that it's mechanically or structurally put together, but the technology that goes into keeping people safe. And I'll just come in here where it's a little bit more quiet and we'll go over the technology. But of course, we've got airbags everywhere. So we've got we've got the front airbags. Of course, we've got an airbag canopy that goes across the entire top. We've got side airbags that come out of the sides of the seats. Pretty neat stuff that way. Now, there's personal safety systems too. So the personal safety system, what's neat about that is it knows the position of the seat. It knows that there's someone in the seat or not in the seat. So like in the front passenger situation. It gauges basically where the seat's positioned such that it knows that if it should set an airbag off or not. It basically customizes its safety based on how you're sitting in the seat. Very cool stuff. Of course, things like the latch child seat integration, rear view camera, things like that, add to the normal things that you see in just about every car. But some things that are pretty neat that Ford has that others don't. For example, there's the Mikey System. So a Mikey System is, so you'd have like your normal key that you would have on your key ring, and you would have, you take your spare key, for example, and you can set limitations on it. How loud you want the radio to go, how fast you want the maximum speed on the vehicle to be. Different neat options like that. So for example, if you have a child that's driving your vehicle that's just learning and they want to go out and cruise with their friends, well, you can rest assured knowing that they can only go so fast if they're on the like a 400 series highway. They can only turn the radio up so loud, if they're cruising with their friends by themselves. Other neat things, SOS post-crash alerts. So let's just hypothetically say the worst happens, you got in an accident. if you're unable to, this vehicle is going to call, so long as your cell phone, and so long as the vehicle still has power and is connected to your cell phone and sync still works, it's going to call 911 for you automatically. It's going to flash all the lights. It's going to automatically unlock all the doors for the emergency crew to get to you. It's going to do everything it can to be as visual as possible. Let's see, what else we got here? Boxed rear cab header. So that's back here. The rear cab header is back here. Super high strength military grade aluminum used in that bulkhead. Individual tire pressure monitoring system. So through your 7-inch LCD screen that's customizable in your vehicle, and for other ones, perhaps it wouldn't be the 7-inch LCD. Anyways, it'll give you a readout and warnings on each particular tire if you're running low on air. Likewise, Advancetrac with roll stability control. I briefly mentioned that. This is a system that measures your yaw and the pitch of the vehicle. So it knows if you're rolling out on an angle, and it adjusts the power accordingly to get you back on the road. Or if it knows that you're pitching up too much, it can take evasive maneuvers basically for you on the mechanics of the vehicle to correct for you. Curve control with torque vectoring. If you're going around, let's say, oh, I missed my exit on the highway, but you're going to crank your steering wheel and try and make it anyways. As you crank the wheel and you turn your vehicle in, it senses that you might either be losing control or starting to tip a bit. It's going to put power to the wheels that need it to help you get around that curve. So it might give you more power in the inside of your tires and give you less power on the outside, and help you roll around the corner. This vehicle, like I said, is not only just the mechanics and the way that it's built with the high-strength military-grade aluminum, but also the computerized systems. Everything works in conjunction to give you that 5-star NHTSA, which is the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's coveted 5-star safety rating. Beyond that, though, that's pretty much it. We won't linger on this particular video. If you watch the other two, then you've done well in learning a lot about the vehicles. Of course, the information on the page is great as well. Be sure you go to the bottom of the page, which you're almost at. If you go further down, make sure you register. At least come in for a test drive. If you come in for a test drive, we give you a $25 gift card, so long as you register below. Likewise, if you do happen to purchase from us, we'd be delighted to give you a few $100 worth of accessories from our parts department for free. Yeah, again, so long as you sign up in the spot below. You'll get a friendly call from our customer service specialist, not a salesperson to start, and they just set up an appointment. They make it very hassle-free, obligation-free. Thanks for your time, everybody. Have a great day.